on, folks? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. Today we have stumbled across yet another hidden gem, hidden little nugget in the middle of nowhere. Now this year one of my main focuses is trying a bunch of new places. Last year I was just kind of getting a feel for fishing out here back in New York. After spending the last 6 years out in Colorado, I wasn't really sure what these fish were doing out here. But after getting them semi-dialed in last year, I think this year is going to be the year of exploration for me. And so I've been doing my best to try and find some hidden gems, some places that people don't really fish, places like this one that are out in the middle of nowhere. Now that being said, I did kind of underestimate how long it was going to take for me to get out here. I started my journey today at just after 11. It is now just after 12, so it took me a full hour to get back here with the kayak and all my stuff. As you guys can tell, I've completely changed outfits. I had a sweatshirt and an extra pair of pants on, but I took both of those off because I am thoroughly sweating at this point. And yeah, that means we're probably going to have at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half journey to get back to the car. So I really only have until about 6 to fish today. So I'm going to shut up, get you guys strapped in my chest. We're going to get the kayak launched in the water, and hopefully we'll be able to catch a couple of fish out here because that was a friggin' journey. But yeah, as tired as I am, I'm super stoked to get after it. So I'm gonna get you guys strapped in my chest like I said, and we're gonna see what we can do today. Okay, let's get after it. Water seems like it's semi-clear, but it's got some stain to it. This pond is very strange. It's not brackish, but it is right next to the ocean. So it's kind of a weird little spot. It's one of those places where if you look at it on the map, you'd kind of think it was just like a little brackish marsh or something like that, but this one is in fact 100% freshwater, although there are a couple of other ponds and bodies of water that look similar to this around this that are not, are in fact saltwater marshes. But yeah, this one is 100% freshwater, at least as far as I know. I've done very minimal research, although the research that I have done has been very inconclusive. It pretty much seems like nobody comes out here and fishes. Pretty much all I could figure out was that there are bluegill in here, there's largemouth, there's chain pickerel, and there might be some white perch as well, some crappie, some regular yellow perch, just kind of the general species that are in most of these little bodies of water around here. But other than that, I didn't see any sort of information, no depth, no like types of cover or anything. As far as I can tell right now, there's a bunch of reeds around the outside. Get the graph going here, take a look at what we're sitting in. It says right now we are in 6 foot of water, which isn't terrible. But yeah, this is a pretty decent sized body of water, and again, I've never been out here or really know anything about this spot, so I'm probably going to spend the first little bit of the day just kind of paddling around, looking at some stuff, seeing if I can see weird stuff and things, any sort of weird cover out here in the middle somewhere, any sort of fish. There's a fish right there actually, as soon as I said it, a little something down there, probably just like a little bluegill or white perch or something, but we're going to keep an eye out, see what we can see. I'm also going to keep an eye on the water temperature as well. But yeah, as far as I can tell, this is just kind of a pretty featureless lake. Seems like most of the cover is going to be up on the bank, which is about what you'd expect for something like this. Like I said, this isn't really a spot that people come out and fish at all too often, as far as I know. So they're probably not going to spend too much time and money stocking it or putting in any sort of cover or anything. So it's probably just going to be kind of a bare bottom type fishery. But yeah, I'm seeing a couple little marks that are just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. Again, I think this is mostly just like small bait fish and stuff, although there are a good amount of them. That's what I am seeing. Oh yeah, there's definitely some fish over here. Okay, cool, good to know. Oh God. Does he have it? He has it. I got him. Oh my God. There we go. First one of the day. Little large head. Oh, he spit it right there. What? That's a joke. God dang it. I got bit right over there. Threw into this other little spot, and this guy absolutely crushed me. Tore my little rage menace up. Fish ate on top of the damn water too. Interesting. Alright, that's 2 bites up super shallow underneath some brush. That's kind of a pattern. See if we can roll with that. Issue is that there isn't really a ton of brush on this lake, so I'm gonna have to really fish around this stuff super thoroughly. Oh, there's a bite. He's got it. Got him. Yes, sir. Another little dude. Okay, starting to pattern him a bit. Flipping up shallow. Huh. Yes, finally got one in the boat. Probably the third or fourth fish I've gotten to bite me today, but first one I actually got in the boat on the old Rage Menace. Appreciate you, buddy. Later. All right, starting to figure them out. I think they don't really seem like they're up on the reeds and stuff. They seem like they're more on this hard cover. Any of this trees, like overhanging trees and stuff, seem like it's a lot better area for these fish to be hanging around. I don't know if it's just because there are so many of those reeds that these fish just kind of have so much of it to hang out around that it's hard for me to actually figure out where they're at, or maybe they just don't like it because there's so much of it. But seems like if I can find anywhere with like an overhanging tree or some rocks or something, there's at least generally one or two fish hanging around it somewhere. But yeah, that dude was just up underneath the tree. I went and flipped it, skipped it way up shallow up underneath that tree and came up and cracked it. But yeah, bait of choice today is the Strike King Rage Menace. This is the bigger size of the Rage Menace. I don't know exactly what color it is. I think it's Alabama Craw or something like that, but I'll leave a link down below for you guys to go check out if you want to go pick some up for yourselves as per usual. But for right now, we're just going to kind of keep focusing on getting a few more bites. Again, I think I'm starting to figure these fish out a little bit, so it's definitely a good thing. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Well, guess I should have retied. That was my last Rage Menace, so we're going to have to find something new to flip around at these things. Oh, there we go. Another little dude. Crushed that though. Just got bit right up in there. This might be the same fish. Fat little guy. Yeah. Number 2 in the boat. That might actually be a female. Hell yeah. Number 2. Fat little girl, I think. Looks like she's about to start busting out some eggs right there. You can see her little fussy getting all gross and red. All right, Mama, appreciate you. Enjoy the spawn. Make some big old babies. All right, there we go. Fish number 2 or 3, I want to say. I want to say that was 2. Been bit a couple more times in here, like I've been saying. Fish definitely seem like they're up shallow, which I like. Been kind of flipping around a couple of different craw/creature style presentations. Started off with that little Strike King Rage Menace, or the Rage Bug, or the Structure Bug, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't really know. When we switched up to this little thing, this is the Big Bite Baits. What do they call this? It's the 5-inch Battle Bug in the black and blue flake color. It's a little bit darker for this little bit dingier water. That fish seemed to absolutely crush it. I was fishing it before without those big long pinchers. It's got like 2 long appendages at the end of it that I had apparently either cut off or pinched off or lost at some point on that last one. So that makes it more of like a craw style presentation. Here, actually, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about because it's kind of hard to explain while just talking. But as you guys can see, it's pretty much just kind of like a craw style presentation. And it's got like these 2 little long flanges back here that make it almost more of a brush hog. But you can pull off these little side appendages and pull off these 2 bigger appendages, and then it just kind of makes it into a craw style presentation. That's what I was throwing around originally. But now that we lost that one, or I guess lost the claw on that one, switched up to the full size presentation, and that guy seemed to crush it. Oh, there we go. That's a better one. Oh, nope, just got me way up in there. He was way back there. Jesus Christ. Oh man, I think I might have killed him. Poor little dude. Just a little tiny guy. Oh man. There we go. All right. Just a little dude. Later, bro. He was way up shallow. I casted that, pretty much made contact with the tree that's all the way back there, and he crushed that thing. Oh God. There we go. Another little dude way up there. Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh. Guy ate it so aggressive. Found this one little piece of wood that's right in the middle of this little reed line, and of course there was a friggin' fish on it. Not a big one, but there was a fish on it. All right, bro, later. Had to switch up to yet another bait. Now we're throwing the Berkley Power Bait Pit Boss. This is the Perfection color, I want to say. Very similar to that color of the Rage Menace that we started off throwing today. So I figured we'd switch up to it. That was the first bite on it. Homie seemed like he liked it. Starting to run out of this hardcover, at least on this side of the lake. But I think I see another stretch of it on the other side of the lake. So we're gonna fish this last little bit here. See if there's at least one more fish back here somewhere. And then we'll probably make a little move to the other side of the lake. I think that's about it for me, folks. We are quickly running out of daylight. Like I said, I got probably at least an hour and a half travel time back to the car. And it's just about 5:30 right now, so by the time I get back to the ramp, it'll probably be right around 6. So we're gonna call it here, I think. Definitely a successful day out here. Cool little spot. We'll definitely be coming out here again, although it is kind of a send from where I live. But we were the only one out here all day, which was super sweet. And yeah, had a pretty solid day out here. But I will meet you guys back at the ramp, and we'll close the video out over there. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. That's a friggin' turkey. You're a little bit early for Thanksgiving there, bud. There he goes. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was an absolute grind out there. Ended up being a pretty solid day regardless. Caught a bunch of fish while I was out there, although nothing super big. But as per usual, the wind picked up to the point where even my anchor wasn't even keeping me in position all too well. So I figured I might as well get off the water. I think I ended up pulling the kayak out at about 5:45. It is now, what time is it? 6:37. So we are just about an hour past when I got off the water. It took me quite a second to get back to the car, but still got to load the kayak up, load all the gear back into the car, and then make like the 2.5, 3 hour drive back home. But I'll leave all the baits that we caught fish on linked down below for you guys. I think we caught fish on like 3 or 4 different style Texas rig baits. But yeah, I'll leave all the baits and all the colors and everything linked down below for you guys if you want to go check any of them out. But yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, call it for today's video. Again, really hope you guys enjoyed. Check them and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.